Saved my business, and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We are here to remind you that small business is big business. And by golly, your business is our business. Fine, how do you do to you?
You know, Eric, and I know there's lots of news and lots of big things going on in the world and things we should really be paying attention to. But right now at the Denver Zoo,
yes,
there is a mama giraffe getting ready to give birth to a baby giraffe, and they are live streaming it.
Oh,
it is, yeah. So she was walking around a little while ago, but she's now. Mama's laying down, and
she's laying down.
Right?
It's imminent.
There's still some comments are saying she's still probably about 30, 40 minutes away, but you know, babies coming into the world, you know, just kind of lets us know life will go on.
That's right.
And there's a good reason to just, you know, take care of the earth, take care of people, take care of business.
And take care of giraffes.
Right?
Absolutely.
Right?
I like it.
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited. I've got the live stream. I will keep you posted if anything comes up.
I have a slightly different live stream going on in front of me. It is of the Experience Pros Radio Show, which is being broadcast right now to our friends on Facebook. We do Facebook Live on our Experience Pros Facebook page. And so a shout out to you and thank you so much for watching.
Look at that cute little wave he gives them.
It's a little howdy.
It's kind of cute.
I wave to the cars.
It's cute for such a big guy.
When I say hello to Colorado Springs, I wave to Colorado Springs. I don't know if I'm waving in the right direction or not, but I wave because
you are a waver.
I am a waver.
You do wave. Do you like wave like to the neighbors? You wave. Are you like a Mr. Rogers kind of thing? I remember going through driver's ed and watching a video with Dick Van Dyke in the video.
Okay.
In driver's ed. And he oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I mean, it just all came flooding back to me right now. But there was this video, and it was, I don't remember what the point of the video was, but it was just about being courteous and paying attention. But he talked about using your horn. And, you know, if somebody's like backing out of parking spot, just a little toot.
Yeah.
Just a little tap on your horn. Let them know you're there. Nice little friendly wave.
I watch Brian Regan, who has a broken horn.
Coming up, to an intersection, and somebody that's not really you need their attention. They're not really paying attention. Just a little beep, beep, little wave. Let them know you're there.
I'm probably that guy.
You are. You are there, like Mr. Rogers.
I do. I wave to people, even though I realize they can't see my hand. I wave people in on traffic and things like that.
You wave them in, but I mean like greeting, like a hey. Yeah. Hey, buckaroo.
Or a nod to them, give a little courtesy nod, so on. Let's talk about the markets. Market closed, the Dow closed 32 points up, that's a fraction of a percent to 2775. And the NASDAQ, S&P 500 both closed down just a couple of points each. And so, it's really not much change, although MSN is reporting the stocks post record highs once again, up 10% since the election, and they are naming the Trump administration and corporate earnings responsible for that. They are, which is interesting to see MSN do that. And on the converse side of that, MSN also reports that most Americans are not putting money into their 401ks.
Well, probably because most Americans are not working at companies that provide 401ks.
Well, either they don't provide 401ks or they don't provide matching benefits, which is a thing mostly of the past these days.
Right.
And so,
I think a lot of times, we're on our own, right? Yeah. For savings and retirement, but all of that, most companies, there's a ton of small companies.
You bet.
And more than half of Americans work for small companies. Yeah, we're kind of on our own.
I think that's truly one of the situations that's going on there. And, the end result here is the bottom line says Americans are not saving enough for retirement. And,
you know what they're saving for?
What are they saving for?
Well, to go to the moon, but not the moon. One of the new 7 planets that they've just discovered.
There's 7 new planets?
7, not just one. It's not like Pluto. We don't know what you are and where we're going to put you.
Pluto needs to come back.
Right? 7.
In our solar system?
Yeah, just right outside our solar system. but they're the size of Earth, same size as we are.
So they're a little bit bigger than Uranus.
7 of them.
Wow.
Right? Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what people are saving for, right? You think you're going to go to the moon or go to Mars?
Nope.
There are 7 little Earths out there.
All right. I had no idea. I did not see that at all. If you are in need of someone you can trust with financial advice and so on, may I encourage you to go to the Experience Pros Customer Service Directory and check out. We've got several different financial advisors, whether they're certified financial planners or financial advisors in a number of different arenas. They're there for you. We've vetted them and approved them. We know that their customers love them, and it would be a good referral for you if you are one of the multitude of Americans who are not saving for retirement.
You're going to start saving? You can put that $1.98
I'm going to start saving bananas. I think that bananas.
Eric is totally on a banana diet these days.
Bananas.
Did you read something about the benefits of bananas? Is this like the grapefruit diet thing?
You make it sound like
I'm having
more bananas.
You are totally having more bananas than ever before.
I'm really not. I bought my own bananas.
First time you've ever bought a bunch of bananas.
It is true.
So that would indicate eating more bananas than ever before.
No, that was the week that Run BMC.
You just steal everybody else's bananas?
No, Run BMC, our director, big man Chad, he's been bringing bananas for me, and alternatively, when he's not bringing bananas for me, I bring my own bananas, that's all. And when I don't bring my own bananas and Run BMC doesn't bring bananas, there are bananas across the hall, so I just go get a bunch.
Okay, well, here's the rules of the banana diet. Since you're on it, you might want to know.
I'm not on it.
Right?
Am I on it?
Eat a banana for breakfast, though you may eat more than one.
I don't.
Eat a banana for lunch.
I don't do that either.
Sip water whenever you require. Eat dinner before 8 p.m. Unrestricted choice.
Bananas?
No, eat dinner.
Oh, unrestricted
choice,
so
right? So you eat a banana for breakfast.
I can eat food for
You eat a banana, and then you can have some lunch or some dinner, and then eat a banana for an evening snack, and then go to bed before midnight. Huh. That's the banana diet? That's the banana diet.
You know,
it's a thing.
I could actually do that. And,
it's a thing.
And what is it?
Yeah, the diet was created by an Osaka pharmacist for her husband who lost 37 pounds. He popularized the diet when he wrote about it on Mixi, which is one of Japan's largest social networking services. Over 730,000 morning banana diet, they call it the morning banana diet, books have been sold.
I could get it. The problem is, and the reason I have one banana a day is because I have a vocal cord that tore when I was like 25 years ago. And my voice gets raspy, and the banana is the only thing that I've ever found that truly coats my voice and makes it golden again so that it's pleasant to listen to.
Ooh, we could do the banana cleanse.
Now you're just being weird.
It's not me, it's the internet.
Okay, let's talk about food for a minute, okay? But it's not bananas. Did you hear that Burger King is buying Popeyes?
Yes.
Right?
I don't know why, though.
For $1.6 billion. Donuts, hamburgers, and as of Tuesday, chicken. That's what's now on the menu for Restaurant Brands International. That's the owner of Burger King, and Tim Hortons, that just raided the fast food hen house to buy the Popeyes Louisiana chain for nearly $1.65 billion. The woman who founded Popeyes Chicken, and she's all in those commercials there, that girl's got to be making all kinds of vacation plans. You know, she'd been dipping chicken for a while, and ooh, baby, she going on vacation. $1.6 billion.
Like, who are you mimicking?
Nobody in general. Nobody in particular, just a guy.
Oh.
Anyways.
You want to go on vacation with her, don't you?
I so desperately want to go on vacation. I don't know about with her, but
just on vacation, right?
I'm so ready for vacation.
Yeah, I think all of Denver is just about. Probably everybody is just about. So that's why spring break is right around the corner. They do that.
Can I go on vacation with spring breakers?
No, I don't think that's a really good idea for you. But the concept of it, like we just need a break in spring in the middle of and kind of getting out of winter and the humdrum.
We're going to get one of those rockets and go to the planet past Uranus.
As a successful business person, the idea of taking regular breaks, working hard for 12 weeks and take that 13th week as a refresher, rejuvenator, as a reward to kind of recoup. That's kind of brilliant in the business world.
Shout out to Charles Tyndall, who gave me one of the greatest quotes ever. Life finds a way. That's from Jurassic Park. And the guy that people think that I remind them of. And Bob Prentice is watching our view. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. We'll be back right after these messages.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Hi, this is Hugh Hewitt for Granite Transformation. If it's time to redo your kitchen and your bath, this is a product you really have to see to believe. Beautiful granite mosaic or recycled glass countertops measured and cut to fit right over your existing countertops, so there's no messy tear out of your old counters. These are heat and stain resistant. They never need sealing, but most importantly, they are affordable and can be installed in most cases just one day. So give Todd Dutton and the staff at Granite Transformation the chance to earn your business. Call them today at 303-420-8920. It's 303-420-8920. I'm sure you'll be as impressed as I was. I've met Todd, so make sure you tell him that I told you to call and receive a free stainless steel sink and save an additional 10% just by stopping by their showroom. Let Todd and the folks at Granite Transformation save you time, money, and headaches. Call today at 303-420-8920. It's 303-420-8920. One of the great things I took away from my time in Colorado is the friendship with Todd. Make him your friend as well. Call 303-420-8920.
Hello, Belly Flattening Helpline.
Hi, is this the number for the free trial of that belly flattening breakthrough Somabiotics?
It is. We're giving away free trials to anyone, male or female, who's over 18 and wants to flatten their belly fast.
I heard that Somabiotics is so effective, it can actually cleanse pounds of sludge from your belly. Is that true?
Sure is. Somabiotics is scientifically formulated with natural ingredients to flatten bloated bellies fast by cleansing pounds of rotting food and toxic sludge from your body. It even combats periodic heartburn and acid reflux, so you'll look and feel great. If your belly flattening results are too dramatic, simply reduce use to every other day.
Wow, I'm glad I called.
If you're over 18 and want to flatten your belly fast, call now for a free trial of Somabiotics. 1-800-900-6737. But hurry, call now for details while they're still giving these trials away for free. 1-800-900-6737. If lines are busy, try again. That's 1-800-900-6737.
When you've worked with every vacuum brand known for over 6 decades, you learn a thing or two. Anderson's Vacuum in Inglewood has been repairing vacuums of all kinds since 1947. They carry over $1 million worth of vacuums and parts, and you can't put a price on the experience. That service has grown to include central vacuums, steamers, lamps, and sewing machines. Want to be impressed? Visit Anderson's Vacuum in Inglewood. Want to be blown away? Put them to the test. Find them at andersonsvacuum.com.
I can't say that.
But we can. Sometimes you just can't write the words you want to say or find the right words to express your feelings. But we can. We are the right words. The people who help turn your thoughts into words so you can speak your mind. Too shy to ask that special person out? Try us. We're good at that. Love, hate, revenge, laughter. We're the right words, bringing you the words that make saying the hardest things easier. Learn more at therightwords250.com. WRITE. Therightwords250.com.
Hi, this is Andrew Stone. After I was injured in a rear-end collision in Boulder, I called attorney Jeremy Cave for help. I can honestly say Jeremy worked day and night to get me what I was entitled to. Unlike a lot of attorneys today, Jeremy puts the personal in personal injury. He relieved me of stress and was there for me every step of the way. Cave Law understands that many of you who listen to this station prefer to have a lawyer who sees things from your point of view. I found it with Cave Law. I think it's time to put the personal back into handling personal injury. Call Jeremy Cave today at 720-213-3737. Jeremy Cave only gets paid when you do. Call Cave Law now for a free at-home consultation. 720-213-3737. If you're injured in an accident, call 720-213-3737 or check out his brand new website, cavelawyer.com. That's cavelawyer.com. Personal and caring service from Cave Law. Call Jeremy today, 720-213-3737.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on this show.
Hey, welcome back to this, the most positive business talk show in America. Very nice to have you along with us. I remember, Angel, when I was a young man moving from junior high into high school, my middle name was Potential. Everybody said, that kid's got potential. And then my dad said, when I gave you a last name, look what you've done to it.
Oh my goodness! What did you do to it?
Well, that was a long time ago.
Right? You've
it's all good now.
You got good potential. You're doing good things. Right? You know, and I think that
I wish I'd have met our next guest earlier, though.
Maybe, I don't know. When you're a kid, right? If somebody tells you you've got it in you, sometimes you just want to be rebellious and say, what do they know, right? But here's the thing. We don't want that with our business. Our next guest says that most businesses will die full of potential. Jeremy Cage is an entrepreneur, former Fortune 100 executive, author of the book, All Dreams on Deck. He says you need to chart a clear and powerful course to make your business dreams a success. He actually took his family on a sailing trip around the world, his wife and 2 children, and helped him to articulate his powerful process that he now helps entrepreneurs. He's worked to make his dream come true and realize that others can use the same steps to successfully launch and catapult their own businesses. Cage says entrepreneurs who have a vision and a solution that is both distinctive and relevant can reap huge rewards. Jeremy Cage, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thanks very much. Nice to be here, Eric and Angel.
Jeremy, it is very nice to have you. And of course, you've worked as a senior executive at a couple of small companies. You know, maybe our listeners might know them: Procter & Gamble, PepsiCo, those kinds of companies. You understand this idea of setting a dream and then achieving it. And I think a lot of times people get, when it comes to dreaming especially, we're too vague, too ambiguous. We want some girl, but we don't necessarily want that girl. What do you say?
Well, I agree with you. First of all, I think that dreams are the most powerful force on the planet. If you think about it, every company, every brand, every service, actually even this country, all started as a dream. And we could go on, but I think that dreams are the most powerful force on the planet. And I think the root cause of why so many businesses die full of potential is because we dream vaguely and then we dread specifically. So we have a dream, we have a vague dream of what success looks like for our enterprise. And then, because that's vague, what ends up happening is all of the fears and the dreads and the obstacles actually paralyze us from ever achieving that dream.
I love those statements. You just kind of nailed it on the head. The whole idea of taking your family on a sailing trip around the world, that's one of those things that you think, I'd love to do. And you probably hear people, when you tell them you've done it, oh, I'd love to do that. I'd love to do that. And you think, well, it's right there for you. What was the big thing that made you decide to actually leap off and do that instead of just putting it off until later?
Well, it has always been a big dream of ours. And what we decided, we got very specific about the dream. I mean, my wife and I said, okay, we want to go when the kids are old enough, they can remember it, they can help us out, and it can help shape them, but young enough that it's still okay to be with mom and dad. And we didn't want to mess up high school and, girlfriends and boyfriends. And so we said, okay, well, we need to go when Elena's 10 and Bradley's 12. That means we need to set sail in 2007. Now, what are all the things that we need to put in place in order to enable us to set sail in 2007? And many of the same, as you mentioned earlier, many of the same principles that went into getting intentional about that dream, planning and preparing for it, and then building our courage muscle to actually set sail are exactly the same that I think that you can apply whether you're in a big business or just a startup.
Building the courage muscle. What a fantastic illustration for our minds to wrap around. One of the things that we talk a lot about here on this business talk show is we kind of don't buy into the random acts of kindness, but rather we talk about being intentional acts of kindness, and intentional acts are those things that actually catapult action forward. You also talk about climbing a ladder of intentionality. What does that mean to you?
Well, I think once you got your specific dream about the company you're going to start or whatever, or what problem or consumer issue you're going to solve, then you can't just stay on what I call the bottom of the rung of the ladder of intentionality, which is when you just think about it. Because if you think about it, you can have the thought, it can rattle around in your brain, and it can leave just as easily, and there's no one to hold you accountable. So climb up, you write it, the next rung up, you write it down, and then someone could hold you accountable. That person could be yourself. That's why we love to-do lists. But then you take a big leap forward when you declare it, because you declare it out loud, because then it's your word. And then all of a sudden, it's got a lot more weight to it. And it feels a little riskier, actually. That's why you're higher up on the ladder. I think you're at the top of the ladder of intentionality when you've declared it in such a way that you actually have other people talking about it. And two things happen. One is you feel accountable to them for your dream, not just accountable to yourself.
Right.
But you also have them lift you up and help you achieve your dream, which is the magic that happens there.
And I know for many business owners, they start out, they probably have this big dream, and you even had this dream of sailing around the world. Once you've hit that, or once you've gone a couple of ways up the rung and you've hit a dream, you've hit a milestone, how quickly do you need to set the next level, that next dream? Is there an element where we sit back and kind of revel and celebrate the milestone that we're at, or how quickly do we have to put that next dream on the horizon?
Well, you see, that's why the name of the book is All Dreams on Deck, because I don't think we should just have one dream. I talk about, if you think about a lifeboat, sorry, let me step back. I don't believe there's any such thing as work-life balance. I think that's a gross oversimplification of us as human beings. So rather, I like life balance, of which work is obviously an important part. So if you think about a lifeboat, you throw everything into it, it's going to sink. But if you look at, okay, so what are the important things for me to put in that lifeboat? For me, it's work, it's family, it's friends, it's fitness, it's my spirit, it's philanthropy. Those are the important buckets in my lifeboat, and I think you should have a dream for each one of those. So, yeah, by all means, get the work dream done. But, I mean, there should be a lot of other dreams that you've got in your lifeboat, and I encourage folks to go for it. Call All Dreams on Deck and make them all happen.
I love it. The book is called All Dreams on Deck. Jeremy, where do our listeners, A, get a copy of your book, and then B, connect with you? Because you've definitely been very engaging.
Yeah, so the book is available, the usual suspects, Amazon.com, BarnesandNobles.com, and most bookstores across the country. And your listeners can connect with me at thecagegroup.org.
Thecagegroup.org. Thecagegroup.org. Jeremy Cage, author of All Dreams on Deck. Get all of your dreams on deck. Start dreaming and watch how powerful that can be for you. Jeremy, thanks so much for being with us today.
Hey, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And folks, thank you for tuning in to this, the home of positive business talk. Angel and I will be back right after these messages. And during the break, we encourage you to do business with the people who do business with the pros. That's how we get to stay on the air and bring you positive business talk every day. Back after these messages.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Chuck Hamlick, CNBC. The Dow ended the day 32 points higher at 20,775, stretching its win streak to 9 days and setting a new record. The Nasdaq fell 5 and the S&P dropped 2. The market shrugging off news that the Federal Reserve talked about raising interest rates fairly soon. Toll Brothers stock higher today because it says millennials are starting to buy new homes. Old homes are still in demand, resales rising at their fastest pace in 10 years. McDonald's will start selling sodas for $1 in April, trying to win back customers. For the 5th year in a row, the IRS will audit fewer individuals because there are not enough tax workers. The agency's lost a third of its enforcement staff since 2010. And Judy Scheindlin, the better known as the Judge Judy, makes $47 million a year for her CBS show. Now she's reportedly shopping around the rights to her past shows, the reruns, for as much as $200 million. 10 million people a day watch Judge Judy. Chuck Hamlick, CNBC.
Can money buy you happiness? Maybe not, but it sure buys you freedom. Freedom to do more for your family. Freedom to send your kids to the best college. Freedom to retire. But between our government and Wall Street, achieving financial freedom is harder than ever. That's where we come in. Money Talk 1690 AM. We're loaded with programming all day to help you profit from your investments and keep the government from taking it all away from you, because we're all about money. Money Talk 1690 AM. Life. It's yours to own. When you're considering the purchase or refinance of a home, you want to know that the people helping you are looking out for your best interests, not just the best interest rates. Cheryl Braunschweiger and her team at Nova Home Loans are trusted members of the Experienced Pros Network. And yes, they're ready to help you today. Call today, 720-279-5939. That's 720-279-5939. And let Nova Home Loans take care of everything. Life. It's yours to own. Nova Home Loans can help. NMLS ID 3087.
Consult your tax professional before investing. Let me ask you a question. Can you keep your 401k or IRA safe from the death of the dollar, continued rampant Fed spending, political corruption, and from the possible new Cold War with Russia? If you answered no, then listen up. Fortunes are going to be made and lost over the next few months. It's time you took action. Over 50,000 people have requested our Gold IRA investment guide to learn how to protect their retirement savings. Now it's your turn. We are Advantage Gold, the #1 rated gold IRA company in America by TrustLink. Right now, we are giving away a free copy of our new Gold IRA Protection Guide to anyone with an IRA, 401k, or retirement account that is over the age of 55. Just call 1-800-900-8000 right now, and we will help teach you how to keep your retirement savings away from the government and safe in your pocket. Just call today at 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. Representatives are standing by. Call 800-900-8000 today.
This is Albert Mohler for Townhall.com. Lord Kevin Shinkwin of the British Parliament recently shed light on the horrifying practice in Great Britain of allowing an abortion up until moments before birth if the baby is found to have a disability. Lord Shinkwin himself has a disability, and he boldly asserted that
people with congenital disabilities are facing extinction.
Indeed, the Federalist reports that in 2015, an estimated 3,213 babies in the United Kingdom were aborted because they were diagnosed with a disability in utero. That's a 60% increase in just 10 years. As Lord Shinkwin rightly warns, we're looking at the weeding of the human garden, beginning with those who are least capable of defending themselves, including the disabled. And once again, we should recognize that this is a moral logic that isn't new to the 21st century. It is, hauntingly, a reminder of what happened in the horrors of the 20th century. I'm Albert Mohler.
Hi, this is Clyde with Windows America. Help us celebrate our 15th year helping Denver homeowners improve their homes. A+ rating with the BBB, award-winning contractor with Angie's List. There's never time to buy windows. The technology of glass and windows has come so far. Right now, we're giving away a free dinner for two with every qualifying estimate. Call us at 1-877-WINDOWS for your free estimate, or go to our website, windowsam.com. 1-877-WINDOWS, or go to our website, windowsam.com.
The premier janitorial services of Denver International Airport, AMB Janitorial Services, is growing fast and now hiring. Christian-owned AMB Janitorial Services offers fast advancement, flexible shifts, competitive hourly pay, and benefits. To qualify, you must pass a 10-year background check, be part of a locally owned and family-operated company that thrives here in the Mile High City. To apply, call 720-372-7125. Get hired. Call 720-372-7125. AMB Janitorial Services, making your job a little easier and a whole lot cleaner.
The Experienced Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin' hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG. FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experienced Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us. Positive Business Talk has an address, and you found it. You probably also found that today the gas prices are up. Tomorrow the gas prices might be down. It's kind of a roller coaster when you think about energy and in specific the oil industry.
Right. And we only really see it when we go to the gas station for the most part, but it actually has an impact in all sorts of areas of our lives. But our next guest says we should be a little more optimistic when it comes to the oil and gas industry. Greg Kozera, he says when he thinks about what the last 8 years were like for those in the oil and natural gas industries, he likens it to racehorses in the starting gate, raring to charge at the sound of the starting bell. He says the only problem is no one was there to ring the bell or open the gate. He just wrote the book, Just the Fracs, Ma'am. You can find it online at justthefracsbook.com.
I see what he did there.
You see what he did there? Just the Fracs, Ma'am, right? That is really, really cute. Greg Kozera, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Hey, good to be with you guys.
Greg, very nice to have you along with us. And it's interesting. You know, I'm no rocket scientist. I tell people all the time I am not the sharpest knife in the bulb drawer. But we've seen MSN reported today that the market is up 10% since the election. And there seems to be a direct correlation when it comes into the energy sector as well. We wouldn't necessarily expect that, but it's the way that it has been. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, you know, it's interesting because it seems like when you get outside of the Beltway or New York City, there's a real world out there that a lot of those folks haven't realized exists. But really what's happened, guys, in the last 8 years, the energy sector, particularly oil and gas, has done a lot. And that was in spite of all the regulations, and it seems like, you know, we were always fighting something at a federal level, something that was, you know, any regulation, you know, as small business people, I got to fight all the time. Those regulations all cost money because someone has to implement them, and sadly, the ones that I've seen in oil and gas are counterproductive. I mean, I wish I could say this regulation is going to change the environment. Most of the stuff we've had to deal with in that industry has actually damage the environment. So, you know, you got a regulation that costs business money and takes jobs away and doesn't allow us to develop our resources, and it doesn't even help the environment in the process. It hurts.
So, you know, when it comes to the oil and natural gas industry, Greg, what is it you are most optimistic about going forward?
Oh, God, I got to tell you guys, this is incredible because right now, the United States, to grow the world. We are the leading natural gas producer, and we are, depending on the month, the number one or number two oil producer in the world. We have massive amounts of energy, and what that means is the cost of our energy here is cheap. And Trump during the campaign always talked about manufacturing coming back and trade deals, and that's fine. But the real reason manufacturing is coming back to this country is because we have abundant, cheap energy. And matter of fact, I'm working with a group out of Marietta, Ohio, Parkersburg, Marietta, right together, called Shell Crescent USA. And this was a group of just business people got together and said, geez, wait a minute. We got all this abundant natural gas, cheap energy, natural gas liquids. Why don't we let the world know we exist? And that's really what's happening. I'm doing marketing for those folks. And the whole concept is letting the world know that, boy, you got natural gas, you got natural gas liquids, you got the Ohio River for transportation and processing, and you're near half of the world's markets. And that's that's something that doesn't exist, but probably in the north, you know, that Ohio Valley, Pittsburgh area, and Houston. I mean, you look at the other places. You have Russia, you've got Iran, you've got Western Canada, but they don't have all those advantages. So good things happening. This is the place for manufacturing to relocate. When that happens, guys, what that means is high manufacturing jobs coming back to this country. And of course, when you have a chemical, petrochemical facility or a manufacturing facility, all those small businesses feed off of that.
Sure.
No matter what they're doing, whether they're providing janitorial services or parts or any number of contract engineering services, all that stuff means growth in the economy. It's exciting.
Our guest is Greg Kozera. He is an engineer and an environmentalist with more than 35 years of experience in the natural gas and oil industry. Greg, interesting to hear. I mean, first of all, who would have thought just a couple of short years ago that you would be saying that America is the energy supplier to the world? What a shift in the way that we've all been told to think and so on. And then talking about, you know, the Ohio River and that corridor, and then of course Houston. Where does Alaska and the Dakotas fit into that stratosphere, if you
will. They're going to be important for energy supply. And let's face it, we have a big country that we fuel, and a lot of people don't, even your listeners may not fully understand. It's not just gasoline. That's what we see at the pump. But these phones we're talking on, planes, just the manufacturing process, plastics, all these petrochemicals come from oil and gas wells that have to be fracked. I mean, you don't get oil and gas unless you frack the well. So without petrochemicals, we go back to the Civil War era. So people forget about all that stuff. People like to talk about wind and solar, but you build an airplane with petrochemicals and you fly it with fuel. So that's it's this industry, the oil and gas industry, is irreplaceable. But that's the bigger picture. But Alaska, they can provide that energy. But the challenge for them, when we talk about bringing manufacturing back, is if you look at the Dakotas, to locate a manufacturing facility, water's an issue, but also you got only one part of the equation. You got the raw materials to manufacture, but you got to ship that stuff to a market, and they're going to have to ship it halfway across the country, no matter how they go. In Alaska, it's worse than that. And that's we have over even places like Japan. Japan's got to bring all the raw materials in, make it, and then they got to ship it back out.
Right.
Can you imagine a manufacturer locating in Parkersburg, West Virginia, Marietta, or New Martinsville or Pittsburgh or somewhere where you got the raw materials and you've got, and so it's all right there. And what a cost reduction.
Greg, how are you addressing the issues if you're the one out, kind of campaigning and rallying, letting us know we do have all these natural resources. We have it right here in our own backyard, but there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of fear over what, fracking will do to the environment. How are you addressing that?
Well, here's what's interesting. And can you name, we had the oil spill in, the Valdez years ago in Alaska, and we had the BP oil spill. Can you remember the incident that brought fracking to the forefront? And I'll help you. There wasn't one. So think about this. This whole fracking business came on the horizon, and there wasn't something bad that happened. It was the only thing that changed is the United States of America became a threat to OPEC and Russia because we were going to be a customer, and now we're a competitor. We've driven the price that Putin gets for his oil down from $120 a barrel to $50-some a barrel. Mm-hmm. I mean, the best thing that happened for Putin and for OPEC is for our oil and gas industry to go away, because then they could name their own price again. So that's here's what I tell people is, since 1947, we've fracked over 2 million wells, and they're still looking for, the anti-frack folks are looking for that one well where there's been an issue, and they won't find it because it hasn't happened yet. So, there's a lot of fear-mongering out there, but the bottom line is, when you look at all this stuff, not only has fracking not, it's actually, if you look at the last 8 years, guys, oil and gas industry has done more to help the environment than even the EPA. I mean, when I think of the EPA, I think of, and you guys are right there, that spill they had last year, that Colorado River, they're going to be dredging up heavy metals out of that thing for decades probably. I mean, think about that. That's our EPA helping us. But we've lowered CO2 in this country because of expanded use of natural gas. And think about this. Every time we put a petrochemical plant back in this country, no matter where it goes, we've lowered global pollution. Because if that plant was built in China or in India or in other places in the Middle East where they've got no environmental law, all that garbage goes to the atmosphere, goes to the soil or the water. If it's here, we've got real live environmental laws that work, and we don't need to get overboard with those things because we've cleaned up our air, cleaned up our water, and we can always do a little better. But globally, we've got to begin to fix the rest of the globe because this is still spaceship Earth.
Greg Kozera is the author of the book called Just the Fracks, Ma'am. You can find it at justthefracksbook.com. Greg, we want to thank you for taking time out of your day to join us for ours.
Let's go to ShellCrestonUSA.com. There's more information there.
Say that again.
ShellCrestonUSA.com. That'll help see how manufacturing can come back to this country.
There you go. Really. Thanks, Greg. We appreciate you. Folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk just ahead.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Thanks for calling New Biotics. Are you calling for a free trial of our belly flattening breakthrough?
Actually, I already got the free trial. It totally flattened my belly.
Wow, that's great news.
But now I have a problem I never thought I'd have. My belly just keeps getting flatter. I mean, I don't want to look like a runway model, but I don't want to stop taking New Biotics either. Because seriously, I've never looked this good.
Well, here's one thing you can do. Only take New Biotics every other day. That'll keep up your results without making your belly too flat. And if you ever need to ramp up your belly flattening results again, just go back to taking it every day.
To get your free trial of New Biotics, call 1-800-900-6110. You're going to love how you look. Flattening results are too dramatic. Simply reduce use to every other day. But hurry and call now for details while they're still giving it away for free. Call 1-800-900-6110. That's 1-800-900-6110. 1-800-900-6110.
Hi, this is Oren, owner of Absolutely Cabinets. Since 1989, I've sold Aristocrat cabinets for kitchens and baths, and they have proven year in and year out to be a great dollar value. With Aristocrat, you can buy the level of cabinetry you feel comfortable with in regard to construction. If you want all the features without making a decision, I sell Decora, which is a semi-custom line of cabinets with solid wood fronts, dovetail drawers, full extension glides, with soft close automatically on drawers and doors. From basic up, I can put you into cabinetry that will fit all your wants and needs. Thanks to all my repeat and referral customers over the years.
Go visit Oren's showroom at 5940 West 38th Avenue near the corner of Harlan and 38th Avenue. Or give him a call at 303-425-5592. That's 303-425-5592. Or visit AbsolutelyCabinets.com. New store hours are 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday and 8 to noon on Fridays.
Hearing aid users are younger and more active than ever before, and the reason may surprise you. Today's hearing aids have become so advanced, they're almost effortless. How effortless? You only change the batteries once a year, not every week. And you never open the battery compartment, even at night. How effortless? You can adjust how loudly and how much background noise you want to hear, right from your phone. And the clarity. Independent studies show that our hearing aids help you to hear better in background noise than people with perfect hearing. Automatically. I'm Dr. Barbara Jenkins from Advanced Audiology. For more information about these and other advancements that improve clarity and ease of use, go to advancedaudiology.com or call 303-92122. If you have a hearing loss, you know how important these features can be. That's 303-649-2122. At Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Do you have serious dental problems that are affecting your self-esteem and peace of mind? Do you know that the health of your mouth can affect your overall health? Dr. Barrett's with Barrett's Dental here to let you know that we can help you. We have many patients who travel great distances to see us for their dentistry. That's because we offer total dental solutions, which means we can handle all aspects of your dental care without sending you from doctor to doctor to doctor, which can add significant time and cost to your treatment. We can often do in one day what might take weeks or even months in other offices. Are you afraid of the dentist? We can do your dentistry while you're sleeping. Wouldn't it be nice to take a pill and wake up with your dentistry done? So if you've been putting off taking care of your complex dental problems, call Barrett's Dental today for a free consultation. I promise we'll take great care of you. But don't take my word for it. Check out our reviews on Google.
Call Barrett's Dental today at 303-502-5527 or visit us on the web at denverdentist.com. You buy a vacuum, you expect it to work. You purchase a lamp, you want it to turn on and off. And when they don't, turn to Anderson's Vacuum. Since 1947, Anderson's Vacuum has been repairing all major brands of vacuums, air purifiers, lamps, even sewing machines. And they provide warranty repair for many major brands. When you know how things work, you know how to fix them. You can rely on 6 decades of experience at Anderson's Vacuum in Inglewood. Details online at andersonsvacuum.com.
Hey there, Dan Cicchini, owner of Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. There's absolutely no reason why right now can't be your time to get started on that beautiful new kitchen or that awesome bath you've always wanted. See what our family can do for your family. 800-362-8370.
Question: would you seat your 3-year-old child on a windowsill?
And would you seat them in a car seat that's not the correct one? Secure their future. Seat them in the correct car seat. More info at safercar.gov/the right seat. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussie and Eric Kramer here, helping you get your business right. And we do that by introducing you to some of the best people in business. Two of those folks are Bruce Paterka and Michael Wallace. They run a company called Peak Advisors, and they are certified QuickBooks professionals who understand how to make your QuickBooks, that software that you use to do your accounting, absolutely sing. And what I mean by that is, wouldn't you love it if your QuickBooks was an active participant in bringing profit margin to your business? Well, Bruce and Michael know how to do that, and they know it better than almost anybody in the country. And we invite you to call on them and say, hey, you know what? I heard about you on the Experience Pros Radio Show. What can you teach me? How can you help me? And let's see where this thing goes. That number is 303-801-4772. 303-801-4772. You can find them online at peak2017.com. That's peak2017, P-E-A-K 2017.com. Their company is Peak Advisors, and they can show you how to literally streamline your QuickBooks. There's probably things about QuickBooks that you did not know, and maybe you're not even using the proper version of QuickBooks that would streamline your business. There's so many different versions. There's so many different elements and plugins and so on. Give Michael and Bruce a call, 303-801-4772, or visit them online at peak2017.com. Tell them Eric and Angel sent you.
Well, we're pretty excited. You know, when you get in charge, kind of get in control of your finances and your books and the reports and the accounting, it's amazing how quickly, how more in tune with the profitability and not guessing, where your business is revenue wise. So love working with them. All right. Well, I am watching online right now. They are streaming online from the Denver Zoo. We have a giraffe here in town. Her name is April, and she's about to give birth. Of course, I've been watching her for 4 hours, and it turns out you can only live stream a video for 4 hours. 4 hours,
yeah, that's the maximum.
And then it times out.
Right.
And so people were freaking out because she hadn't given birth yet. And now the video is out.
Over.
Right, but they just started a new one. You know, this is not rocket science, but it is pretty exciting. Just to have that kind of connection, 50,000 people watching from all over the country, actually all over the world, but mostly here in the country. People are typing in, where they're watching from, Florida, Las Vegas, and Nevada, and Kentucky.
A baby,
right? There's just kind of lets us all know that all is right in the world for at least a little while. So it's pretty exciting. We're pretty exciting, the interaction that we all have with each other online is so phenomenal. I mean, there's the dark side to it. And I think a lot of people, you're so connected, but and it doesn't replace the need to go out face to face, belly to belly, and have relationships and connections. But it's so powerful, the impact, reach that we all now have access to and availability to, that we've never had before. And as a business owner, this rocks. We're running the fan bragging contest. This is in its third year.
Third year for the fan bragging contest. Mm-hmm.
And so it started out as an online, and it still is, started out as an online contest to allow for business owners to get. So everybody's always struggling. People say they're going to leave me a review. They don't. And what do I do with them? The power and the value of these online reviews is so powerful. So we started the fan bragging contest.
Correct.
And it has taken off here in the silver market. Right. But it is now to space because of how exciting and with technology and live video streaming and all that. And we are now nationally syndicated. that we're actually reaching and helping people all across the country.
We've got people in California and Phoenix, or Arizona, I should say, and Texas, and there's people all over the country who are now participating in the contest. And you can too. And by the way, Angel, just a quick update. We have 612 votes in the first 3 weeks, and we announced last week what the names of the top on leaderboard, if you will, in no particular order, but they were announced last week. And then in just about 2 weeks, the contest goes dark for the final win. What that means is we save all the incoming votes, and these votes really are rating and a sentence or two and a positive review. No such thing as negative. You can't get a 3-star or a 2-star or a 1-star. Again, contest, not the fan negative or neutral, right? So these people are going to get these votes, and hundreds, maybe even thousands, will come in that last week.
They do. They do. It's pretty exciting because it goes dark, and you don't know where you rank in your category. You know, up until now, you can kind of go and look and see how many votes anybody else has, and kind of rank yourself and whether you need to do an extra push. But it goes dark for that little air of mystery behind it.
Would you love to participate in the fan bragging contest? And how about this? Would you love to do it for free? You can do that. All you got to do, and I put this on our Facebook Live video, you can go to experiencepros.com/free trial. Any of the pages on Experience Pros, just click the get started for free, the free trial button at the top, and we'll give you the first 30 days for free. That's enough to get you through to the end of the contest. And if you love what you experience, and I'm here to tell you, you're going to, you will see phenomenal results. That translates into Google slingshot to the end of or to the top of the page, if you will, on the Google results. We've seen it time after time after time. One company just joined 2 weeks into their free trial, Angel. They had 6 people go to their website. They had more than 150 people open their directory listing. They've got 8 fan brags, which is more than the national average. And they threw down their $150 and said, I'm in.
I'm in, right? Because it's $150 a month to month.
Yep.
Take it or leave it.
No strings,
You're going to love
contracts.
it, right? And it is. It's good for business. It's good for your business. And one of the nice things about the way that the directory is set up is you get to see real numbers of what's really happening on your listing and the activity going to your website. It is fabulous. It is free. It is brought to you by Experience Pros. We wouldn't steer you wrong. Check it out at experiencepros.com.
Well, the first hour is over. We still don't have a baby giraffe, but we will report that when that giraffe drops, as long as it happens during our program. We've got top of the hour news next, and then another hour of positive business talk. Stay with us, will you? Eric Raymer and Angel Tussie. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussie and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KBN Field out of Denver. From small business to big business, it's all our business. Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
There, have I told you you are so amazing? Me?
Yeah. I think I know, but I want to know if I know.
Well, I think my love language is gifts. But now that we've done the whole love language thing, I'm like kind of rethinking that maybe it might be words. But I really like gifts.
Gifts just get bigger.
Right.
All right. What you got?
Let's
See if I see anything. Go ahead.
How to motivate your team.
12 easy ways to improve your public speaking skills.
Oh yeah, let's get better at public speaking.
Okay.
Okay. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
I need an object lesson.
Hi, this is Angel, and coming up on the next Experience Pros radio show,
Where's my PowerPoint clicker?
we're going to give you tips on how you can get better at public speaking.
Can I just sit down now?
Positive Business Talk weekday afternoons right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
Listen to me.
Appliances aren't just beautifully designed, they're beautifully priced, too.
Yeah, well, how beautiful are we talking here?
Up to $1,500 off a 4-piece kitchen package.
That is beautiful.
And you can purchase in-store now. Samsung. Bring it home.
Offer valid February 8th through March 8th, 2017 at participating retailers. Discount taken off regular retail prices. Retailer's displayed price reflects discount. Actual discount may vary by model and retailer. Offer is non-transferable and void where prohibited or restricted by law. Prices is marked.
Your news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Val Dior. President Trump has sent his diplomat and Homeland Security Chief to Mexico. White House correspondent Greg Cluxton reports.
Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly will meet with Mexico's president amid some strains between the two countries. However, White House spokesman Sean Spicer says this is not a bid to repair a broken relationship.
I think the relationship with Mexico is phenomenal right now, and I think there's an unbelievable and robust dialogue between our two nations.
President Trump has insisted that Mexico will pay for a border wall, an idea rejected by Mexico's leader. Greg Clugston, the White House.
The president's choice for Director of National Intelligence will get his confirmation hearing next week.
That word from the Senate Intelligence Committee. If confirmed as expected, former Indiana Senator Dan Coats would head 16 intelligence agencies. Coats could also play a pivotal role in the president's plans to improve relations with Russia. Ironically, Coats was one of 6 members of Congress who was banned from travel to Russia back in 2014 for supporting sanctions.
Wally Hines reporting. A Detroit suburb that denied a religious organization's proposal for a mosque in a residential neighborhood has agreed to settle 2 federal lawsuits that allege discrimination. Federal authorities say that means Sterling Heights will allow construction on the mosque. City officials say the settlement keeps Sterling Heights out of costly litigation. Home sales hit their fastest pace in about 10 years. The National Association of Realtors says existing homes rose 3.3% last month from December. Steady job gains, modest pay raises, consumer confidence spurring home buying even as borrowing costs rise. Potential buyers may be accelerating their home purchases to get ahead of any further increases in mortgage rates. And on the stock market today, the Dow ending up 32 points at a record 20,775. The Nasdaq down 5. The S&P 500 closing down 3. This is Town Hall News.
The following is not an actor, but a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
I had a lot of credit card debt and I couldn't pay my bills. I was feeling so bad. I got to a point where I needed some help. So I reached out and contacted Trinity.
If you're in debt and you need help, call Trinity at 1-800-936-5348 to talk to a certified counselor.
They were able to take all of my different payments and put them all together.
Trinity will consolidate your accounts into one easy-to-manage monthly payment, put a stop to late fees and over-limit charges, reduce your interest, and possibly improve your credit score. You'll save thousands.
And they were actually able to work with my creditors. I've been able to pay off close to $15,000 in the last 18 months.
If your debt has you down, call Trinity at 1-800-936-5348.
My name is Stephanie, and I'm debt-free for keeps.
1-800-936-5348.
All of a sudden, the world is out of control, and that means your money and your investments are out of your control.
How are you supposed to protect your family and grow your wealth?
When politics and economics collide, we're here to help because we're all about money. Money Talk 1690 AM. All day, every day, we're following breaking news and giving you the tools and insights to protect what you've worked so hard for. We're more than just headlines. We're Money Talk 1690 AM. Are you tired of exposing your retirement to stock market risk? How would you like to participate in stock market gains, but never stock market losses? Join Brett Roby
in for the Retirement and Income Radio Show on Saturdays at 7 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. You can also call Brett Roby now for your free customized Safe Information Money Kit and 115-page Safe Money book. Call 866-780-7233. 866-780-SAFE.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us. We are here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. Very nice to have you along. And Angel, the markets have closed. The Dow is up 32 points, and NASDAQ down about 5 points, and the S&P 500 down about 3 points, 2.5. Big players, Alibaba, which is like the equivalent to our Amazon, up to 2%, and Facebook is up about 1.75%. Nike up 1.5%, and unfortunately, Fitbit and Twitter both down over 2%. So rough go for them today.
Well, you know what? I just heard blah, blah, blah because I am watching something else at the moment. Something else has my attention.
Yeah, it does. And folks, I would not do this story justice. We need the adorable voice of Angel Tussey to tell us this adorable story.
This adorable story right now, the Denver Zoo. We have a giraffe at the Denver Zoo. Her name is April, and April is about to give birth. When I say about to, we've had a live stream camera on her here in the Denver market for the last 4.5 hours.
Right.
And still no baby. So when we say about to, I'm not sure, how long it's going to take. She's taking her sweet little time. But it's fun. There is a live stream camera on April at the Denver Zoo. And so it's pretty exciting to just know that you can be a part of it if you are patient enough, and actually just keep going back and refreshing the video. But I do have it full. That'll happen while we are here live on the air, because I just think that would just be dynamite. But if not, we'll just wait longer.
We and that's all right. It's one of our favorite phrases. If I'm not back in 5 minutes,
just wait longer.
Just wait longer.
Well, Eric, I know I've got some news that you have probably really been waiting to hear.
Oh.
I know this is.
Is it about technology?
It isn't. It's about. It's about cats, animals, a pet kitty cat.
Cats?
Yes. I know.
Listen, I have been really gracious.
Just be patient with me. Just be patient with me.
The giraffe.
You've been patient with my story over the giraffe. You're not appreciative of my story over the giraffe.
I have appeared very appreciative.
No longer are you appearing appreciative. All of that is gone.
Cats?
All appreciation out the window.
There is no love lost between me and the feline.
But here's maybe why. Maybe you were worried.
I was.
You were worried about having a cat because for years there's been some concern that having cats in the home was linked to increased mental illness.
Well, clearly.
No, and I know you were worried about that.
Instant mental illness.
No, I know you were worried about this, but now cat lovers can sleep a lot easier because recent research says that it's not true. So
it's not true?
It's not true.
Oh, no.
So
it's true.
No, it was.
People are psycho.
Cats host a parasite called Toxoplasma gondii something, right? It's normally found in their cat poopy, right? And it's linked to mental health problems such as schizophrenia. And so they've been doing this huge study, over 5,000 people. They started in the study in the early 90s, followed up with children throughout their 18th birthday, and found that any suggested link between cat ownership and psychotic symptoms at the age of 13 turned out to be due to other factors, not the cat poopy, right? Just household overcrowding, socioeconomic status, all of this other things. And now they say it can still cause other serious problems during pregnancy or early childhood, neither of which you need to worry about.
Serious problems the moment the cat comes into the house.
No. So now you can have a cat.
No.
Now you can.
No.
Because your immune system will naturally keep the parasite from causing any illness. I thought that was important for you to know because I knew you didn't want to have a cat as a pet, and I thought maybe this might have been why. And so now you can put that to rest.
Yeah, well, one of our listeners has put it to rest with a reference to Ted Nugent. Listener Dennis says, cat scratch fever. Da-na-na-na.
You know what? I could just
I
see
do know
you with
Pet
Kitty with
I
a really
had a cat one time.
But you had no love for that cat.
No, because the cat's name was Demerit. My ex-wife was the one that brought it home. It decided to climb my leg like a scratching post one day as I was coming out of the shower and play with the string that it found. And no, bad kitty.
Are you sure?
Oh gosh.
You sure it was bad kitty?
Oh gosh.
It just needed some attention.
No. All right. Dennis says cat scratch fever is a thing. Look it up. All right. You know what's popping up in Times Square? Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts?
But not your regular garden variety Pop-Tarts. They are showing up in pizzas and tacos.
Pop-Tarts and pizzas and tacos?
Pop-Tart tacos and pizzas.
No,
milkshakes, burritos, and pizza. Yes. Kellogg's Pop-Tarts are getting into the pop-up business with a temporary Times Square eatery dedicated to Pop-Tarts-style pizza, tacos, and other creations. The Pop-Tarts Cafe opening in the same location where Kellogg's previously hosted a breakfast cereal.
They had a breakfast cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the cereal place.
Yeah, well, they're reassembling their Pop-Tarts. They're still the same ingredients, folks. Into pizza, tacos, burritos, fries, and other foods.
Is it okay? If it's still the same ingredients, if it's still strawberry Pop-Tart,
yes,
and you just make it in the shape of a taco or a pizza, isn't it still a Pop-Tart?
Just goes to say that you can shape something in the shape of a taco, but that is not a taco.
Right? Yeah. What makes it a taco? What makes it a pizza? What makes it a French fry?
Carne asada.
Right? Just because you slice them up, does now that make it a French fry? Because now it was still Pop-Tart. Now, remember when they came up with the soda-flavored Pop-Tarts, Orange Crush and root beer, and there was another one too.
Those were kind of
yummy.
I still have one of those hanging out for just the right moment.
You saved it?
One of them.
One of them?
Yeah, the Orange Crush one is...
what are you saving it for? Like a holiday?
Just the right
Easter?
Moment. You know, if you find a girl who appreciates a good Pop-Tart...
Angel appreciates a good Pop-Tart.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Come on over.
No, don't bring it to
me. Come on over. I won't
I'm just eating healthy this week.
Visit. This week?
This week. I'm taking it week by week. Because I determined when I said I'm eating healthier this month, I lasted 4 days.
Well,
I'm taking baby steps.
And grapes. The grapes will be in the form of wine.
That's how I like my salad.
Right?
Fruit salad.
Absolutely.
Right? But I did get my jeans buttoned up, so I'm happy with that.
Girl.
So.
Speaking of buttoning jeans, or in this case, unbuttoning, there's a Japanese app that now helps workers find open toilets, and employers track their bathroom time.
What?
A Japanese telecom firm announced the creation of an app to help their workers find available bathroom stalls and to tell employees if they spend too much time in there. Bzz, 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 bzz.
There's a timer on how long you can be in the bathroom?
Spending too much time.
And it shuts off the toilet paper? Or what was the one where the door flings open and they take a picture of you?
No.
What's that?
I don't know anything about that.
Right? But probably, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this has less to do with people legitimately using the potty, but maybe going in for other activities.
It's people
they're in their social media, they're texting, they're talking on their phones.
And so what better way than to, when you're in the bathroom, geolocation tells us where you are. We'll help you find an empty bathroom. Apparently that's a problem in Japan.
Oh, because they're saying, I had to wait in line.
Right.
The line there, and I couldn't find one.
But if you're in there
I had
for
to be
longer
gone
than it takes you to do your duty.
An hour, because I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. We believe this service will help people waste less time while making more waste.
Huh.
I added the last part. So an app to notify you and to help you. And then this finally in the news, Apple often patents various hardware pieces or their futuristic iPhone designs that they may never see the light of day, right? But in its latest patent granted on Tuesday, Apple describes something of a less innovative and already wildly popular design. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Emojis. Cartoon avatars. They are patenting a design of various avatars, cartoons.
Really?
They think that it could be the next big thing.
Huh.
But emojis are obviously crazy popular. Everybody's using them or extremely annoying, depending on who you ask. But yeah, Apple is getting into the Bitmoji/cartoon character avatar.
This is the thing they're patenting.
That's what they're patenting. They just received it on Tuesday.
All
right, gang, we got to take a quick break. But when we come back, more positive business talk and no more cat stories. Possibly a baby giraffe. You're listening to Angel and Eric. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Honey, what is that in your CPAP mask?
Oh, that's just my mold collection.
Oh, gross. And what is that?
What, that bacteria colony right there? Yeah, cool, huh?
Okay, CPAP users, admit it. You're not always as careful about cleaning your system as you should be. Unfortunately, a dirty mask and hose can make you sick. Respiratory infections, allergy attacks, and more. But now there's an easy way to protect yourself. SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. It kills 99.9% of CPAP germs in minutes. For a limited time, you can try it risk-free for 30 days. Just call 1-800-600-4394. SoClean is hands-free. Just pop in your mask, close the lid, and presto, your CPAP comes out clean and fresh in minutes. Don't let germs wreak havoc on your health. Call in the next 10 minutes for your risk-free trial. 1-800-600-4394. That's 1-800-600-4394.
This is Catherine Cooper. My husband, retired Master Gunnery Sergeant Jeffrey Cooper, and I survived a near-death head-on motorcycle crash. We called attorney Jeremy Cave for help. He worked day and night to get us what we were entitled to. Unlike a lot of attorneys today, Jeremy Cave even makes house calls. He's been there for us every step of the way. He helped us understand our rights and answered all of our questions. Cave Law understands that many of you folks who listen to this station prefer to have a lawyer who sees things from your point of view. Well, I certainly do. I think it's time to put the personal back into handling personal injury.
Jeremy Cave. Call Cave Law now for a free at-home consultation, 720-213-3737. If you're injured in an accident, call 720-213-3737. Or check out the brand new website, cavelawyer.com. That's cavelawyer.com. Personal and caring service from Cave Law. Call Jeremy today, 720-213-3737. There is a darkness that seeks to divide us, but we will not let this house fall. Join the Americhicks, Molly and Kim, in a town hall of ideas as they search for the truth and find solutions real folks face today. Government's heavy hand is not the answer. The free market and free minds are. Join the Americhicks discussion today from 5 to 6 p.m. Together, we are a movement. Denver's only female-hosted call-in talk show on your drive home. The Americhicks, Kim Monson and Molly Vogt, weekday afternoons at 5 on KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Hey there, Dan Cicchini, owner of Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. There's absolutely no reason why right now can't be your time to get started on that beautiful new kitchen or that awesome bath you've always wanted. Right, Todd?
Of course, Dad. With our unique cabinet resurfacing, they'll get that beautiful new kitchen, and without the mess and expensive replacement, and in a shorter time, too.
Boy, you got that right, Todd. But if an all-new kitchen is on their wish list, we'll build it from the bottom up. First, let's not forget that very special room, the bath. What about that?
Well, hey, turning leaky, moldy, smelly baths into awesome rooms, That's what we do. Whether it's a tub-to-shower conversion or a whole new 5-piece bath, our family business will make it special, just like we've done for decades.
Okay, Todd. So folks, give us a call and see what our family can do for your family. Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors, and even replacement windows and doors. You have our word, we'll treat you right at Done Right. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or DoneRightKitchens.com.
Inglewood, Colorado, 1947. Mr. Anderson opens a small shop and repairs vacuums. He knows the ins and outs of all 7 brands popular at the time. Inglewood, Colorado, now. Anderson's Vacuums still exists, still serving what they sell, including brands like Miele, Sebo, Auric, Dyson, Shark, and more. Try them, test them, find your favorite. Anderson's Vacuum has grown to become one of the largest dealers in sales and service. The knowledge and experience is unmatched. Visit a legend, Anderson's Vacuum in Inglewood at andersonsvacuum.com.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We do want to interact with you. 855-FAN-BRAG, the number to call. If you want to join the conversation at any point, you are now personally invited.
You are invited. Do you ever feel like you need to be on the offensive in your business or in life? I don't think that we really ever think of that. I think everybody feels like we're offended in some way. Maybe we are often on the offense. Well, we're going to put a new spin on that with our guest, Coach Brubaker. He's author of the upcoming book, Stadium Status, and he says offense wins regardless of conditions. When times are tough, you need to remind prospects about the value of doing business with you. If your competition stays on the offensive and you don't, you're gonna lose. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Coach Brubaker, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Angel and Eric, great to be here with you. Thanks for having me.
John, you got a little sing-songy out of Angel today.
You know, it came up.
Good.
Do you remember the movie A League of Their Own? Betty, oh gosh, who was it?
Absolutely, Madonna was in that.
Yeah, right. And Gina Davis, right? Oh, there was a little scene in there where the little boy and one of the moms had games, and he's like teasing them that you're gonna lose. Anyways, I just totally pictured that, and so that's where that came from. But I hope I didn't derail you, Coach Brubaker.
What's on your mind, John?
No, it's perfect. Eric, I think you're going to find a way to repurpose that little jingle that Angel just sang.
See, I'm
confident we'll hear that again.
You
right?
think this is the first time we've heard that today?
It is. All right, so Coach Brew, why is it better to be on offense versus defense?
Well, it was my philosophy as a college lacrosse coach and now as an executive coach, because I think it's your ultimate differentiator as an athlete, a team, a small business owner, a solopreneur, because most people spend way too much of their time on defense, whether it's on the field or in the field of business. And being on offense is proactive. Being on defense is
reactive. You're
on, Eric, play along. Let's free associate here. Okay. You're on your toes on offense. You're on your
heels
on defense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, John, I experienced this. Of course, I had an athletic career of all of about 15 minutes in high school. And it was one of those things that it was fundamental. If you're going to be a good player, even on the defensive side of things, never get back on your heels, always on your toes. Get in there and take that thing away.
Absolutely. And I think that's lost on a lot of people in business. They're waiting for things to happen. They're waiting on the phone to ring or people to walk into, if they're a retail store, people to walk into their place of business, as opposed to dictating the pace of the game, taking your show on the road, going to where the people are, because that's what creates momentum.
Yeah.
You're attacking, you're not defending.
It is so, you are right, spot on, Coach Brew, but I think we get lazy, right? You think, I built it and they will come. I've already done that. I've already gone out. I've networked, or I've done some advertising, or I hosted an event. why aren't people doing business with me? And we kind of get into that woe is me mentality. But there are tangible things that we can do to still win that game, right?
Absolutely. I like to refer to something. I'm so passionate about this concept I'm going to share with you. I've devoted an entire chapter in my new book to it. And it's called The Law of Sevens. And it's what you just said. 7 tangible things you can do every day, every week, every month to be on offense and to dictate the pace of the game, whatever game you're in the sport of business. Really take your product or service to the market. And what the Law of Sevens really is you need 7 ways for customers to connect the dots to you.
Yeah, I like that.
It's not easy for people to, we're too close to our own situation. Oftentimes we think a little too highly of our own brand. We take it for granted that people just associate our name or our business name with what we do and the exact value we provide the market. And that's just not the case. They need 7 different ways, a minimum of 7, to connect who we are with what we do.
All right. Well, I know that you've got this all in the book Stadium Status that people can pre-order right now. So before we get to some of these tips, let's talk a little bit about the book Stadium Status. And I know that you're doing some pre-orders and giving some great deals away, right?
I am giving some crazy stuff away, Angel. You're absolutely right. For anyone who pre-orders, you're automatically entered into a contest where you could be the lucky winner of a 3-day, 2-night stay at a 5-star resort, the Henderson Beach Resort in Destin, Florida. That's sort of our golden ticket prize. You remember Willy Wonka?
Yeah.
A golden ticket in the chocolate bar wrapper. Well, I'm going to have a golden ticket in one of these books.
Awesome.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
that.
How exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so how do we pre-order? How do we get entered into getting our own golden ticket?
Sure. The easiest way is to go to stadiumstatusbook.com, and you can pre-order right there. If you prefer to go to Amazon, Books A Million, Barnes & Noble, all you got to do is pre-order and then just email me a copy of your receipt, and you'll automatically be entered. And I want to make it as easy and convenient for people as possible. And I know some folks find Amazon Prime absolutely irresistible. So just email me your receipt, you'll automatically be entered. And that's right up until April 4th.
All right.
Yeah, stadiumstatusbook.com.
Stadiumstatusbook.com. Our guest is John Brubaker, and love the cover of the book.
What number book is this for you?
This is number 6.
6. Wow.
All right.
Impressive.
Absolutely. All right, John, we're just about a minute before the break. Can you go into one of the key of the Law of Sevens, one of those ones that maybe our listeners could put to use today?
Sure. I think we want to try and inject a level of expertise or authority in our brand and whatever we do. If you look at the word authority, it's rooted in the term author. One of the 7 ways people can connect who I am is what I do is by reading my books. Another is by reading my blog or newsletter. So, there's 3 right there. A 4th would be my columns in Huffington Post, Entrepreneur Magazine. As an author, I've positioned myself 4 different ways.
Okay, so, coming up with ways that we get to be the author of our expertise. It doesn't always necessarily mean writing a book is the only way. There's lots of variety. All right, well, Coach Brew, we're going to hold you over the break, and we're going to come back with some of the different things that we can do to be on the offense, making sure we're winning in our business. Make sure that you pre-order your copy of Stadium Status. We'll be right back with you, Coach.
Book.com. All right, we'll be right back with more positive business talk and Coach John Brubaker right after these messages. Stick with us. You're listening to Angel Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Again fairly soon. The Dow rose higher again, up 32 points to another record close. The Nasdaq down 5, and oil slightly lower today. Now, among the big gainers, shares of chemical giants Dow up 4% and DuPont up 3.5%. If the European Union officials appear a little closer to okaying their planned $130 billion merger. And bad news for department stores. TJX, that's the company that owns Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and Home Goods, says it's adding 80 more home goods stores this year and is considering opening up a new off-price chain focusing on different home furnishings. CNBC.
A nickel ain't worth a dime anymore. Now there's a brilliant piece of analysis from that well-known economist Yogi Berra. And if you've looked at your 401k lately, you'll know what he's talking about. These days, a nickel still ain't worth a dime. And our new radio station will explain why. Money Talk, 1690 AM, is all about economics and life. From how the turmoil around the world affects your wallet to retirement planning. We'll help you make sense out of it, because we're all about money. Money Talk, 1690 AM. Fairway Independent Mortgage Colorado wants to know, what does owning a home mean to you?
Opening the door to my home for the first time meant a fresh start for me and my children. To me, home ownership means independence. After surviving an abusive marriage and divorce, home ownership empowered us, and we are finally free.
Whether you're a first-time home buyer like Chantel, you're looking to refinance, or are in the market for a bigger home, the team at Fairway Mortgage Colorado is here to help you. Service, speed, and satisfaction is at the forefront of everything they do, meaning you always have someone in your corner to provide you with the best lending options, keeping you updated and on track to your dream home. Take the first step today at fairwaymortgagecolorado.com. Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS number 2289, is an equal housing lender. This is not an offer to enter into an agreement. Not all customers will qualify. Information, rates, and programs are subject to change without notice. All products are subject to credit and property approval. A pre-qualification is not an approval of credit and does not signify that underwriting requirements have been met. Branch NMLS number 1122559. Regulated by the Colorado Division of Real Estate.
Alcohol began to be a problem a few years ago, and the problem just got worse. Hi, my name is Bill. Alcohol had crept into my life over the years, taking over until I didn't have a life anymore. I needed a solution before I lost everything. I tried various treatments and counseling. They did not solve the real problem. I was addicted. I was exhausted trying to fight it. Go Sober was able to solve the problem within a week, and it's great to have my life back. If you want to find out more, go to gosober.org.
85% of people who go through the Go Sober program never drink again. The 85% success rate is because it uses science to solve your addiction problem. Go Sober provides FDA-approved medical treatments using specific drugs administered by a doctor in the physician's office. You will lose your desire to drink almost immediately, and you'll be back to work and back to your life the next day. Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837. That's 303-827-4837. Or go to gosober.org.
Hi, this is Hugh Hewitt for Granite Transformation. If it's time to redo your kitchen and your bath, this is a product you really have to see to believe. Beautiful granite mosaico recycled glass countertops measured and cut to fit right over your existing countertops, so there's no messy tear out of your old counters. These are heat and stain resistant. They never need sealing, but most importantly, they are affordable and can be installed in most cases in just one day. So give Todd Dutton and the staff at Granite Transformation the chance to earn your business. Call them today at 303-420-8920. It's 303-420-8920. I'm sure you'll be as impressed as I was. I've met Todd, so make sure you tell him that I told you to call and receive a free stainless steel sink and save an additional 10% just by stopping by their showroom. Let Todd and the folks at Granite Transformation save you time, money, and headaches. Call today at 303-420-8920. That's 303-420-8920. One of the great things I took away from my time in Colorado is a friendship with Todd. Make him your friend as well. Call 303-420-8920.
I can't say that.
But we can. Sometimes you just can't write the words you want to say or find the right words to express your feelings. But we can. We are the right words, the people who help turn your thoughts into words so you can speak your mind. Too shy to ask that special person out? Try us. We're good at that. Love, hate, revenge, laughter. We're the right words, bringing you the words that make saying the hardest things easier. Learn more at therightwords250.com. WRITE. Therightwords250.com.
The the Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Bragging Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a fan bragging story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Bragging Hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show, home of positive business talk. We are right in the middle of a conversation with our guest, John Brubaker. We call him Coach Brew. One time a college athletic coach and now an executive coach. And a coach, of course, you know, I am a huge athletic supporter.
Oh,
fan of yours.
Do you hear that a lot, Coach?
I prefer the latter, not the former. That was good, though.
Right. He's just crazy. Well, Coach Brew has an upcoming book that you can pre-order right now called Stadium Status, and talking about taking your business to the level of filling up a stadium. Give a description of Stadium Status. Would you mind, Coach?
Sure. You know, the great American philosophers at Urban Dictionary, I think, define it very well. And that's, you know, you've reached a level of stature, you know, publicly where you'll fill a stadium. And typically that's referring to a musician. I think Rihanna actually coined the term. But, you know, stadium status is for all of us. You're a stadium status radio show host, the two of you. Your show's stadium status. You know, the advertisers on your station can be stadium status in their field, in their industry. And what that simply means is doing it better than the rest. And that doesn't mean like on a national level. You can do big things in a small town.
Absolutely.
But stadium status is a state of mind. You got to believe you are stadium status before you become it.
I love it. And you can pre-order, and your book, when you pre-order your copy, might have the golden ticket for a fabulous retreat inside. Go to stadiumstatusbook.com. We're talking about staying on the offensive for your business, not just waiting and reacting, not just being back on your heels and waiting for something to happen to you, but actually going forward. And Coach Bruce says there are 7 things that you need to be doing on a regular basis to stay on the offensive. But you had a neat little, just kind of a little story, Coach Brew, that talked about companies who continue to advertise even during an economic downturn when most people were pulling back because, you know, there's nobody spending money. So why are we spending money? And most of us will pull back on our advertising. But how they saw an increase in revenue, and those that pulled back never recovered. You hear this a lot. People who step back never recover. Those that are prepared and ready to go forward and they're in that offensive, they're just leaps and bounds ahead of everybody else. So it's been pretty interesting and exciting to hear about that because there's things we can tangibly do every day to stay on that offensive, right?
Absolutely. I think if you're a marketing, advertising, sales executive, you need to pull out this research when you visit your customers. McGraw-Hill Research Labs, they have a laboratory of advertising performance. And what they did is they went back and they analyzed 600 companies that exist between 1980 and 1985, you know, the Great Recession of the 80s. And they found that by 1985, the companies that, in spite of the recession, were aggressive advertisers had sales increases of 256% over those companies that assumed a defensive posture. They cut back on their advertising. Maybe they eliminated it completely. And what's interesting is if people want to dismiss that as, oh, it's just one study, there are literally half a dozen, 10 different studies that found very similar results.
Well, you know, it makes so much sense, Coach Brew, because when you talk about, you know, staying offensive, you know, you put it this way: offense wins regardless of the conditions. When times are tough, you need to remind prospects about the value of doing business with you. If your competition stays on the offense and you don't, the bottom line is you're going to lose.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is. Go ahead.
No, I was simply going to follow that up with the fact that that ties directly into that law of sevens we were discussing before, and it's being proactive. And it may not necessarily the small business owner, but if you look at the way people consume all types of content today, your smart radio, your smartphone is also your TV in a lot of cases, social media. I mean, those are all different channels for you to get your message out. Is that you hear entrepreneurs all the time say, I'd love to do that, but I can't get on TV. YouTube, create a YouTube channel. You've got your own TV show, Facebook Live, which you guys are tapping into, and I love watching you on there. It's TV channel, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? You used to have all this equipment, this production studio, lighting, camera, like all of this stuff. And now we all carry around the technology right on our phones. We really have no excuses to not have ourselves out there. But I think, all right, so we have the ability to put ourselves out there. I think a lot of times, Coach Brew, we forget that we are an authority, that we have gone to school or we've taken webinars and read books and taken classes to become an expert. Too often when we get that camera in front of us, or we've all been in the receiving end of this, in front of these people, they're not educating, they're not being person.
Buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff.
That's not interesting.
No, absolutely not. You have to add value. You have to replace selling with helping, and the more you're helping potential prospects and clients, the more likely they are to buy from you. And the interesting thing is, no one buys right away anymore because of technology. Prospects are more educated and armed with more information than ever before. So you have got to deliver value, and you've got to make repeated impressions. So that law of sevens is also, people need to see the value you deliver at least 7 times before they're ready to make a commitment.
Absolutely. The more we are inundated with social media and all the other things vying for our attention, that number of 7 may even go up to 10, 12, 15.
But most of us are doing 1 or 2 things and then saying, well, that didn't work, or, I can't get anybody to buy, or nobody knows. The law of 7, there's some research, there's some proven technique behind
Absolutely.
that. And we often give up too soon. What's another tip you want to recommend before we have to let you go today, Coach Brew?
I just want to piggyback off of that great advice you just gave. If you're out, and you don't have to be a fisherman for this to relate to you, but if you're out fishing and you have 1 line in the water, how many fish are you going to catch compared to if, say, you have 7 baited hooks in the water and you're using good bait? To put it in simple terms, it's a numbers game. Everything you're doing in business is a numbers game. So why would you voluntarily handicap yourself doing 1 or 2 things and expecting them to work right away? You need to be doing 7 things at least 7 times to even get someone's attention.
No, well said. The book is called Stadium Status. You can pre-order yours and quite possibly even win a 3-day, 2-night vacation in Florida. John, tell them how they can do that again, please.
Just go to stadiumstatusbook.com. You can pre-order right there. You'll automatically be entered in our contest. And if you don't win the 3-day, 2-night stay at the Henderson Beach Resort, silver ticket prize, we're giving away 12 custom performance dress shirts by Lawrence Hunt Fashions, men's and women's dress shirts.
Wow.
And if you don't win that, we got 24 Stadium Status t-shirts we're giving away as bronze prizes. And I'm just going to throw in some other crazy stuff, copies of some of my other books. You never know what might happen. So head on over to Stadium Status Book if you get a chance.
Can I just win a trip to Portland, Maine so I can shake your hand?
You know what? We got to work something out. I either visit you guys or you guys come up here.
Yeah, it's about time.
Absolutely.
It is about time. Well, we love your books, love your contribution here on the Experience Pros Radio Show every single month. He is a giver, and you will, you're a winner when you read the book, and any of the books. Pick up several copies, pass them along, and just know that you're going to be leaps and bounds ahead when you can even follow Coach Brew on his newsletter as well that he sends out regularly. Good stuff in there. Coach Brew, thanks for being with us today.
Hey, love you guys. It's always an honor to be with you.
All right, back at you. Folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about ways to search Google for information that 96% of you might not know about. That's next on the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thanks for tuning in. This is the home of positive business talk. Don't forget, every Friday is Fan Bragging Friday, where you can call 855-FAN-BRAG and say something nice about somebody else in business. We'll be back right after these messages.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Hello, Belly Flattening Helpline.
Hi, is this the number for the free trial of that belly flattening breakthrough, Somabiotics?
It is. We're giving away free trials to anyone, male or female, who's over 18 and wants to flatten their belly fast.
I heard that Somabiotics is so effective, it can actually cleanse pounds of sludge from your belly. Is that true?
Sure is. Somabiotics is scientifically formulated with natural ingredients to flatten bloated bellies fast by cleansing pounds of rotting food and toxic sludge from your body. It even combats periodic heartburn and acid reflux, so you'll look and feel great. If your belly flattening results are too dramatic, simply reduce use to every other day.
Wow, I'm glad I called.
If you're over 18 and want to flatten your belly fast, call now for a free trial of Somabiotics. 1-800-900-6737. But hurry, call now for details while they're still giving these trials away for free. 1-800-900-6737. If lines are busy, try again. That's 1-800-900-6737.
This is Albert Mohler for Townhall.com. Lord Kevin Shinkwin of the British Parliament recently shed light on the horrifying practice in Great Britain of allowing an abortion up until moments before birth if the baby is found to have a disability. Lord Shinkwin himself has a disability, and he boldly asserted that
people with congenital disabilities are facing extinction.
Indeed, the Federalist reports that in 2015, an estimated 3,213 babies in the United Kingdom were aborted because they were diagnosed with a disability in utero. That's a 60% increase in just 10 years. As Lord Shinkwin rightly warns, we're looking at the weeding of the human garden, beginning with those who are least capable of defending themselves, including the disabled. And once again, we should recognize that this is a moral logic that isn't new to the 21st century. It is, hauntingly, a reminder of what happened in the horrors of the 20th century. I'm Albert Mohler.
Hi, this is Clyde with Windows America. Help us celebrate our 15th year helping Denver homeowners improve their homes. A-plus rating with the BBB, award-winning contractor with Angie's List. There has never been a better time to buy windows. The technology of glass and windows has come so far. Right now, we're giving away a free dinner for two with every qualifying estimate. Call us at 1-877-WINDOWS for your free estimate, or go to our website, windowsam.com. 1-877-WINDOWS, or go to our website, windowsam.com.
PhilsGang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself for about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the charts. You know, unlimited with time, real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, this is Andrew Stone. After I was injured in a rear-end collision in Boulder, I called attorney Jeremy Cave for help. I can honestly say Jeremy worked day and night to get me what I was entitled to. Unlike a lot of attorneys today, Jeremy puts the personal in personal injury. He relieved me of stress and was there for me every step of the way. Cave Law understands that many of you who listen to this station prefer to have a lawyer who sees things from your point of view. I found it with Cave Law. I think it's time to put the personal back into handling personal injury. Call Jeremy Cave today at 720-213-3700. 3737. Jeremy Cave only gets paid when you do. Call Cave Law now for a free at-home consultation, 720-213-3737. If you're injured in an accident, call 720-213-3737 or check out his brand new website, cavelawyer.com. That's cavelawyer.com. Personal and caring service from Cave Law. Call Jeremy today, 720-213-3737.
The premier janitorial services of Denver International Airport, AMB Janitorial Services, is growing fast and now hiring. Christian-owned AMB Janitorial Services offers fast advancement, flexible shifts, competitive hourly pay, benefits. To qualify, you must pass a 10-year background check, be part of a locally owned and family-operated company that thrives here in the Mile High City. To apply, call 720-372-7125. Get hired. Call 720-372-7125. AMB Janitorial Services, making your job a little easier and a whole lot cleaner.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussey, Eric Kramer, helping you get your day wrapped up or just started. Depends on where you're at in your work day. But the good news is we are doing it with a positive spin every single day.
Right? There's only one place that you can tune into for positive business talk every single day, and that's right here on the Experience Pros Radio Show, where we are combating negativity. It is everywhere, right? We don't even have to look very far to find it. But don't you ever wish there was just, just tired of just all the ranting and the raving and the anger? Well, you don't get that here. And in fact, we're going to help you to even get a little better at your Google searches.
I came across this article in the middle of the night last night, and
most people sleep in the middle.
I know that they do, but this was not one of those nights.
This was
for
not.
me.
No,
I did not sleep well, so I decided, I'll do some research for the show. And this article caught my attention because it says 10 ways to search Google for information that 96% of people don't know about.
And it's interesting. You think, well, how hard is it to search on Google?
Yeah.
Right? You put in a phrase and you wait for the word cancer to come up.
Oh, no.
Right?
Well, there's a couple of different ways. And here's what we're talking about. It's not you're looking for information that people don't know about, but to get results and the ways to search that people may not know about. For instance, in your search, you can actually use the phrase, sometimes you're not sure whether you correctly remember the information or the name that we need to start our search. Doesn't have to be a problem. Simply put in a few potential variations of what you're looking for and separate them by typing the upward bar symbol, if you will, or use the word.
Just use the word or.
For instance, Jennifer Aniston or Lawrence.
It'll save you minutes, right? As you're scrolling down, we've done a search and it doesn't come up. Type it again, and so putting, I can't remember. Is this one? Right? Was Experience Pros or was it Pros Experience?
Put them both in. Put them both in. Or, and you'll find us. We promise.
Right. Searching, you can even use synonyms.
I love synonyms on my toast.
Right. So, for example, there's actually this little squiggly line. Where is that on my keyboard?
That is right up next to the one.
Right next to the one. Oh, yeah, to the left of the one.
Mm-hmm.
That little squiggly, isn't that just cute?
Well,
right?
that's a powerful little symbol there.
Didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. But they say if you need to find websites on a given subject rather than those that include a specific phrase, then you use this little squiggly line symbol to your search. And the example they give you, if you search the term healthy squiggle food, you'll get results about the principles of healthy eating cooking recipes, not necessarily of the website, healthy food.
No space between the squiggle and the food or whatever phrase it is you're searching for.
Yeah, for synonym of anything else. So it could be recipes. If you want to talk positive business talk, I don't know if you could do a squiggle positive.
Well, how about this? Searching within websites. Now, you can go to a website and click the search button if there is an icon for searching, but you can actually use the power of Google to do it for you.
Oh, thank you, Google.
While you're there, you can actually type experiencepros.com /marketing. And every time we have used that phrase on any page in our entire website will be brought up.
So experiencepros.com contest.
Yes.
Experiencepros.com space vote.
Exit strategy. Any of them.
Anything.
So you can
free
search
trial.
within the website. Free trial, right?
All
Absolutely.
of that. Searching within the website right from Google. You don't even have to get to experiencepros.com
All right.
first. They say that the asterisk, which is right above the 8, right?
That's correct.
That they say that when your cunning memory decides to prevent you from recalling a keyword or a phrase, then you turn to the powerful asterisk symbol. Use this in the place of the word or the phrase you can't remember, and you should be able to find the results you're looking for.
You can even start a word and forget what the spelling might be and use the asterisk, ERI asterisk, because you don't know if it's a C or a CK or a K.
Really?
And you will find what you're looking for. Yeah, it's a universal symbol.
But I didn't know you used it in the Google search bar.
Right.
And this, I don't know how many, raise your hand. Some of these were new to me. I've never used the squiggle. I've never used the asterisk.
The one with the asterisk comes from the old days of DOS. Do you remember DOS? Back before Windows? No, you're too young. But yeah, it was one of those phrases, the strings that we used to code. How about this? When lots of words are missing, if it's the lengthier half of the phrase that you can't remember.
Oh, like song lyrics or movie quotes or something from a poem.
So you try out writing the first and last words and putting the word, quote, around plus the approximate number of missing words between them. For instance, I wandered around, that's capitalized, in parentheses, the number 4, and then the word cloud. And you might actually find the song that says, I want wordsmith, or poetry.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, only 4% of people knew.
This is true, which is why we're bringing it to you. How about using a time frame? You knew something was out there somewhere between 1900 and the year 2000, so you type in, literally, scientific discoveries, 1900, ... 2000, no spaces. Those 3 dots give you a search that's isolated in time.
Just in that time frame.
That's correct.
So you can even do it, in a year's frame, even, from January, from 2014 to 2015.
That's correct.
Kind of that quick. I just need it, or just from last year, right? You want something that's real current or something that happened in the 80s. Don't we all want to know more what happened in the 80s, right?
Did we have a giraffe yet?
We do not have a giraffe. We've been watching Denver Zoo. We have a giraffe named April, and she is due to give birth any moment now, though we've been watching her for about 5 hours live streaming. And no baby yet. Though she stands up, she lays down. I'm told she'll do this standing up, so we get all excited when she stands back up.
Right.
But still no baby. But 50,000 viewers from all across the world have tuned in because of the power of the technology of live streaming. We've been able to just capture the power of live streaming here with the Experience Pros radio show, which has been pretty fabulous.
We're very close to 50,000. We're at 250
close.
live viewers for this. So thank you for each one of you 250 who have individually taken a moment or two to tune in to the Experience Pros radio show. We love hearing from you. So please, if you want to engage and interact with us, you can drop us a comment in our live video, and we will get back to you. That's our commitment to you. On behalf of our producer, Chad, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day here today, we say thank you for tuning in and invite you to check out experiencepros.com, where it is always 24/7 positive business talk. Thanks for tuning in. We'll let you know about the giraffe tomorrow.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show.